Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another LoL Moments. In the previous episode, you guys asked that episode number 50 be 5 clips, so a top 5, and I am here to bring you guys just that because I want to give you guys what you want and satisfy my viewers. So, as a kind gesture, please, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to put in a like, and also don't forget to submit your clips as well. So, let us look at the number 5 play brought to us by JLolfighter, and you just earlier saw that the allied Ashe did end up dying to a Garen while he popped out of the bush like a true Garen, and the Moon is trying to dive this Janna, but the shield is just being way too much tank for Moon to be able to kill her. A Moon taking way too much turret damage and Janna going into the bush and finishing him off, but the clip does not end there just yet because Jax wants in on the party as well, so he flashes and Qs on top of the Janna. A nice exhaust goes off and Jax brings her down to extremely low HP, and the exhaust and the tornado were just enough plus a turret to finish off that Jax and make Janna walk away with the sweet double pickup under the turret as a support Janna. Alright, and the 4th place clip is going to go to AK Mumu playing a very interesting Lee Sin, being quite fed in this video. Now, you might be wondering about the quality. This is because I had to record over a YouTube video that the user submitted simply due to the fact that the LoL replay file would not open. And this clip is a pretty interesting one for you guys to look at, so I thought I'd record it regardless because you can still see what is going on. And it's all going to begin with AK Mumu diving onto this Vayne, dealing some crazy damage, but she gets an amazing stun, barely hitting the wall as she runs away as fast as she can from these deadly Lee Sin, but he still lands that Q and then secures this kill with the second part of his Q, while the rest of the team is looking for some revenge after Lee Sin pulled off such a feat. Now Lee Sin's going to be looking for the nice Q onto the Lux, and he actually sees it, going through all the obstacles, picking her up as well, going for Tristana, auto-attacking and ulting her, picking her up as well. That's a triple kill so far, but this Trundle is seeming to be way too tanky for Lee Sin to be able to take him on, especially considering how low on HP Lee Sin is, even with the Baron buff. So he's going to be cutting the Trundle around, waiting for some kind of assistance to come in, and he sees the Veigar teleport coming in, so he dives back onto the Trundle, and they both end up picking up a kill on him. Alright, and we have finally reached the top 3 play segment of this LoL Moments, and this is going to be taken by the Graves and the Blitzcrank, both deserving equal credit because this play would not have been made without each other's help. And this is all going to begin with Blitz waiting in the bush while Janna decides to go over to the river and place down a ward. Graves is not looking as healthy as the Varus, and Varus notices this and he decides to take advantage of it, while Janna's shield making him do so much damage to Graves as he flashes away, avoiding near death. But the Blitzcrank is keeping the Varus extremely busy as an exhaust does go off on him, but the pull still makes contact with the Varus as they pulls him back and they pick up an amazing kill onto him. And if Janna is all alone and the Blitz exhausts her just to ensure that Janna does not pick up some sort of fantastic kill onto the Graves. But once again, this clip is not done just yet because this time the Xin wants to party as well, looking for that Graves because he knows he's so low. So after a failed attempt at cutting the Graves off in the bush, Xin decides to flash an E on top of the Graves, but Blitz pulls him back, saving Graves from the last auto attack, and the lifesteal from the Doran's Blade that the Graves had pretty much saved him in that situation, giving him just enough life to survive the red buff that was applied by the Xin, picking up a double buff and a sweet triple kill on top of that. And now jumping to the 2nd place clip, we have Nico the Pico playing a very mean Renekton, taking home the silver medal as he goes inside the bush and sees the Akali waiting for the gank as he picks her up almost no problem, and he goes for the Zed shortly after knowing that she is going to be dead to the Ignite. He deals some serious damage to Zed, and a very close fight is happening between the two, but Nico the Pico is putting off that W and finishes it off with that auto attack, and he ends up getting an amazing double kill. But once again, the clip is not done just yet because this time Bran wants to party, and Bran goes in there and he eats the Renekton, and Renekton knows that in order to survive this, he's going to have to make something happen, some sort of amazing play. So he's going to be trying to juke out the Bran. Bran ignites him with a flash, and he's going to be trying to chase him around, but Nico the Pico, waiting inside the bushes, waiting for the right moment, is just stalling as he's still waiting for the opportunity to make his move onto the Bran as he does a double E to avoid Bran's W, and he puts a nice W onto the Bran, throwing off the Q, Bran missing his own Q as Renekton is dashing between the bushes, completely juking this Bran out, and Bran is going to go inside the next bush and he's going to throw his W, completely missing it, while Renekton decides to use the rest of his skills and he ends up picking up a kill on the Bran, picking up a well-deserved triple kill. Alright, so that was a pretty amazing 2nd clip place, and you might be wondering how that can be topped off with 1st place, but I honestly think this one is quite amazing. So it's all going to begin with a dual Q bottom in the 1900 ELO, Leona and Sivir, dealing some serious damage to the Vayne. As you can see, Sivir looked like she was going to die, and Sivir just barely flashes from the Lulu's death as the Leona still has her sights on the Vayne, looking for the opportunity to jump back on and pick up a kill, while an exhaust does go off and it's looking extremely grim, but Leona still sees the opportunity, dives on top of the Vayne, stun locks her, while Sivir picks up an amazing kill with the Q over the wall, while the poor Lulu is trying her best to pick up a kill in this very poor situation for her team. But it's not over just yet, as the Leona and server are still hungry for blood, and the Leona's gonna be looking for the opportunity to go onto the Lulu, and she sees that it lands the E, lands the Q, and the server with the Q and the W completely annihilate that Lulu and pick her up as well. But this clip is still not done just yet, because these two duos have just so much more to show us. So I'm gonna fast forward this clip a bit more until the Vayne comes back, and this is when the Vayne is gonna realize how much she's gonna be getting outplayed. So Leona's looking for the opportunity once again, popping the W, throwing the E, but unfortunately missing this one, giving this Vayne some false hope, making Vayne think that she can make a play out of this as she goes in and puts a nice stun on the Leona. Leona puts a nice stun on her just as well, and the server ends up picking up the kill onto the Vayne, while Vayne's last attack did not seem to register on the Leona, as Leona barely escapes, and Vayne, as you can see, is not very pleased. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that LoL moments where I showed you guys the top 5 plays just as you guys had requested. Please don't forget to throw in a like if you enjoyed this episode. I'd really much appreciate it. Also, please check out the previous top 3 Penta episode of LoL moments, and before that, the top 3 fail LoL moments. And as always, if you want to see more LoL moments, please click the playlist at the very right, and do not forget to subscribe. Also, a quick thanks to my girlfriend for making me all of those Teemo medals that you clearly saw throughout the episode. And once again, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Peace.